As we know, the trees act as carbon sinks, which helps in the absorption of toxic gases like carbon dioxide and the other gases, so that climate change won't be having that much impact on our livelihoods.
Hello and welcome to Sustain, a show where we discuss sustainable ideas. Now on this show we want to have a significant impact on how people interact with their natural environment. This particular episode is a continuation of the previous one where we started a discussion on the importance of research and training in sustainable forest management. On the last episode I had a discussion with the research coordinator from the Zimbabwe Forestry Commission, Tembani Mduduzi. And we talked a lot about research and training as well as some of the work that they are doing. But in this particular episode, we move away from the research and more into the issues of training. Our cameras had the exclusive opportunity to attend the 2023 graduation ceremony at the Zimbabwe College of Forestry, as well as to speak to some of the best graduating students and some of the current students to find out their campus life and some of the lessons that they are going through. Check this out and enjoy. This is Sustain for future generations.
But I saw, as I was saying in our lecture, our threat here is people traveling to and from Mozambique, border jumpers who use this road. So we want to protect this area from fires. So what we are going to do is we are going to use the road as an artificial barrier. So we are not going to score for that side. We're only going to score for this side. Then this part has already been slashed, so we're going to score for this side. Then we later on, when it's dry, we're going to burn in between. So we're going to give each other space for safety. Then we score for a trace of about 4 meters. It should be clear down to mineral soil. Then the sludge that is left, you need to throw it in the sludged area. Any questions?
So, why are we scuffling 4 meters? Why 3? Why not 3 or 2?
As it was said in class, it's for safety.
So that the fire won't jump, as it is more intensity from this side when we are burning.
So, Mr. Masona, can you lead them in the scuffling process?
Don't forget we scuffling and slashing. Scuffling, we are scuffling the fire trace. The fire trace is the one which we use as a trace when we are burning the fire cat. Okay, so it must be clean enough. We start from here. So we scuffle up to no.
I did my A-level at Alpha Institute. Then I was doing arts. I didn't see myself here doing forestry because I wanted to be a lawyer, but then I couldn't get the points. So I opted for teaching by that time. My best friend is dead. I was like, you can come start forestry at FITC. So he's the one who inspired me to come to do forestry.
Make sure you spread the slash. Take the slash into the. You do this. You spread them. Don't dip them at the edge of the.
As I was growing up, I didn't even have an idea of what this course was like. So my mother told me about this course when I was doing geography back then in A-level. So I ended up here.
I grew up in a forestry community, like from a tender age. So I've been inspired by a lot of foresters and a lot of research managers. But then as a woman, as a girl child, I just thought maybe I can just be in the industry, just to prove that any girl child can do anything.
Don't forget, when you finish scuffling, take the slash into the fire guard.
Wow, now today I learned a new word, scuffling. Apparently this word originates from the Afrikaans word scoffle, which is a hoe, badza. And the process of scuffling is using a hoe to get rid of weeds. That's what we've just been checking out, kusakura. It plays an important role in creating fire guards that protect our forests and our velds. Now, coming up after the break, we continue with our discussion as we speak more to students from the Zimbabwe College of Forestry, and we get more into their practical training. Check this out.
Well, this is the compartment that we want to prune. But before we prune, we need to first slash, and we slash, then we prune. Anyone to tell us the reason why we slash compartments?
We slash the compartment to reduce competition of the weed in the trees.
All right, wonderful. Any other reason?
We slash for accessibility in order to access throughout the compartments.
Wonderful. So today the main aim is the main aim of slashing is for us to have access to the compartment. But of course, we in the same process we are benefiting from weed removal to reduce competition. But like I said, the main purpose is for pruning. So why do we prune? Sibo, you've been quiet.
It is also to reduce competition for sunlight, then so that the tree will have less knots and grow as straight as.
Wonderful. So less knots means a better quality timber on the market, because when they are grading timber as a final product, they also check the number of knots per area. So I will leave you with Mr. Masona to demonstrate and supervise you in slashing and pruning.
Sweat. Movement of sweat. See how I do it. So when you come across a bush, you make sure your bill you hold it like this. Okay? Suppose you are approaching a big earth, something bigger. See, I'm doing. So just with 2 blows, the bush is down. So this is how we are going to do the slashing. Slashing, we are going to slash up to 30 centimeters height of the slash. Slash down to 30 centimeters. Okay, so we are going to allocate the target for the slashing. It's 4 to 8 people per hectare, depending on the density of the slash. So today, when you finish, you can go anytime, okay?
Yes.
Right. Come, let's go into the compartment.
Welcome back. This is Sustain. Now, forests present mankind and the animal kingdom with vast opportunities as well as resources which are important and key to all of us and our survival. Now, the importance of training is to ensure that this very important resource is in the hands and custody of people that are trained, equipped, and educated in order to manage them sustainably. You're still watching Sustain.
Ever since I started forestry, I've been I was interested in silviculture mostly. So that's the department that I can pursue on, like going very far with it, even to a degree level. There are many forests, like you can start from the nursery, silviculture, harvesting. But as for me, I like silviculture. I think I'm doing better in that.
Well, I like nursery. I want to open up my nursery.
So forestry is actually a big industry. You can either be a harvesting manager or an estate manager, but I currently I'll be doing GIS in the future. I intend to do GIS full time, so I just hope Kuti I'll pursue that dream.
Trees are getting depleted day in, day out. So if I'm to plant my own nursery, then I'll have to give out selling my trees. So the trees, that depletion will not be there. So I'll be distributing and maybe we'll have a surplus of trees.
But we want to carry a felling operation in this compartment. So before you use the machine, the chainsaw, the important thing is you have to be protected yourself. When using the chainsaw, you need a chainsaw suit, which comprises of this chainsaw helmet with earmuffs and a face visor. Okay? Chainsaw gloves, chainsaw suit, especially the trousers with a pad. There's a pad here. Pad, there's a material which will protect you when you come across the chainsaw. Okay. So make sure you put on the chainsaw suit and the safety shoe. Let's come to the chainsaw. This is our chainsaw. When starting the machine, especially in the morning when it is cold, you choke it first. This is the choke lever. Pull it. You put on. This is the on and off switch. Okay. This is the starter. Fine. So we have two ways of starting the machine. You can put it here to pull the rod. You can put it down, step here, put your hand here, then you pull the rod. Okay. So when you chop, the machine produces a brrr sound. After that, you de-chop. Then you pull the rope again for the machine to start. Okay? So if you chop, you allow more petrol in, less air, because there's a mixture of air which goes through the air filter, which is here. They mix the air and the petrol, they mix in the carburetor. So if you limit the air and more petrol, if you ignite, the machine will start this. Okay? Because when you are felling a tree, the first thing, you clear around the base of the tree to be felled. You put what is called a forecut, which is 1/3 the diameter of the tree to be felled. Right? Then you put the back cut slightly above the horizontal line of the forecut. Because on the forecut we have two lines, the oblique cut and the horizontal cut. So we use, when you are felling, you don't cut the tree through to the forecut. You leave what is called a hinge hook, which is the one which controls the tree. Okay, so you can play with that hinge hook. Assuming the tree is going that side, but there is power lines. Okay, you change the direction. Your forecut must face the other direction. But because the tree is leaning that way, it is obvious it's going that side. So you use the hinge hook. Okay, instead of leaving an even hinge hook, maybe that side where there's danger, you finish the hinge hook so that it swerves to one side. Besides that, you can use manual winches. We have manual winches to pull that tree to that side. can use tractors if you have tractors in the compartment. You can use tractors to change the direction of the tree. So you start the machine, fine? Put it down. You put on your protective. Allow the machine to warm up.
It is evident from the previous episode as well as this particular episode that training is key. Research is important. Imagine if all these forest resources are left in the hands of uneducated people who do not know about management of trees and forests. Definitely we will be doomed. This is Sustain for future generations. What an exciting episode this is. Welcome back to Sustain for future generations. Now, in the previous episode, we had the opportunity to discuss more about research and training and its importance thereof when it comes to sustainable forest management. We continued with that discussion in this episode, but this time we went a bit more practical and went on the ground. Our cameras followed a group of students as they were going through their practical training, as well as we got an opportunity to speak to the students to find out what inspires them and what they have in store. Now, after all is said and done, these students go on to graduate and they are launched into the environment where they get their hands dirty and get working on protecting our environment as well as using our wood resources in a sustainable manner. We had the opportunity to attend a graduation ceremony for 2023 and this is what took place. Enjoy.
And I am Calvin Kumfekera.
We are here to guide you through our presentation on the tree we are planting today. Firstly, what is the name of this tree?
The botanical name of this tree is Vachelia xanthofolia.
And where it is derived?
It was previously called Acacia xanthofolia. Xanthofolia is a Greek term from two words. Xanthos meaning yellow, flois meaning bark.
What are the common names of this tree?
Muunga, Isinga, or fever tree.
Vachelia xanthofolia, Muunga, Isinga, fever tree. You can name it. Not only the names can describe this tree, but can you describe this tree to us?
This tree is a medium-sized deciduous tree with a very distinctive smooth and powdered bark. The bark, as you can see, it is yellow from the word xanthos. This tree bears thorns which are wide, straight, and they can go up to 7 centimeters long. Muunga is feathery leaves, and the branches are characterized by small prickles.
Moreover, can you state the ecological status of this tree, referring to the fauna?
This tree is common amongst birds for nest building, as the thorns add extra protection from its predators.
Ndichitanga kuenrola paZimbabwe College of Forestry, zvinhu zvacho zvaita sekuti hazvitombonzwisiki. The subjects are too scientific. Semunhu akanga aine the arts background. At first ndakatombozviti ini ndatofoira.
izvi handitozvikuriri. Ende uchingonzwawo kuti kuna vamwe vakatofoira, kuna vamwe vari kuripita, kuna vamwe vari, ndakangoti aiwa inini mwarika ndofunga inini ndazotorasika chaiko chaiko. I still remember my first lecture ndina Mr. Gombingo vachinditisa tree identification and dendrology. Like uchiudzwa kuti vachifamba nevo vachingokudzwa kuti this is Azanza Gakiana, and then iwewe ufanira kutarisa wounzwisisa wouziva, and then wakuudzwa kuti kana ndakuya muexam is it I'll take a leaf or a branch or a fruit pamuti, and iwewe you have to write. Ndifunga kuti pakati Azanza Gakiana, can I really memorize that ndamuexam? But handiziviwo kuti Mwari anongori nemakakubata kake kanongoita, so zvese zvakangoflowa. First year it was very difficult for me, but ndakapedzisira ndakutongoadjustawo, then chingopfurirawo mberi chisvika pakuti zoitawo zvinana genetics chichichi, it was new, everything was new. Inini nemunhu wekumaarts kuti ndizive kuti genetics zvofamba sei, zvazvakaoma, but nekuverenga nekunetsa malecture ndandisingazorari zvangu ndisina kunzwisisa ipapo pasingazoiti. Saka nekurambawo uchingobvunza uchirevisa uchidii zvoti inini chakanyanya kuzotondimotivheta maresults angu e11 ndotoonawo ndanyora exam rakanga rakandiomera, asi ndaedza nepeso pandaigona, maresults aobuda ndotoona ndakapasa. Ndopanatanga kutoona kuti aiwa zvinhu zvinodii zvinoitika.
So zvakaitika ndezvekuti pandakapedza A level I actually wanted to do geology, but then geology yachona School of Mines ndopa yakatanga kukwidza mafees zviri serious. Saka ndakaona kuti nditsvage something else that is related to zvinhu environment was way better than kuti ndiende ndinoita zvinhu zvandisingafariri. That's when I came to Zimbabwe College of Forestry through my mother. So when I came here, at first it was super confusion, and then I later on started to embrace and enjoy everything that I was doing here. Saka ndakatanga panapa in August 2020. That's when I came here ndiri mu first year. At first zvese make sense, zvese zvaunongochudzwa bozoita ngorudzidza history, uri kudzidza zvinhu zvausiri kuita, uri kudzidza zvinhu zvausiri kuona. And then with time and with assistance from the lecturers and other students zvakatanga kuita zvichimake sense. And then it came a time yokuti unonga kufanira kuenda kuindustrial attachment, takuenda kumafields. Ndopa zvakatanga kuchinyatsonakidza, wakuchanga kunzwisisa zvinhu zvawaiita before. Kuti right, saka apa ndopa vaiedza kutaura zvakati nezvakati. But taenda for our attachments vatapedza, and then finally we came to graduate.
Inini semunhu wechikadzi agraduate nhasi muindustry yakawanda varume kudai so ndiri kutonopinda muindustry momwe chitoti as long ari munhu zvekuti murume kana kuti chii izvozvo hazvishandi. Ini chandiri kutonopinda ndinoziva kuti ndiri kutonosvika kumusoro chete, zvekuti ndiri mukadzi izvozvo ndezvimwe, but chinodiwa knowledge. Kana ichinge itongori pamukadzi ngaitongoapplywa, ngatisatarise zvegender. I think kuti zvekuti kwanzi in the next 2-3 years this industry inenge yaane gender balance chaiyo, nekuti tiri kutozviita vakadzi vacho, hakuna chinonzi ichi ndechevarume chete. Aiwa, chinonzi chevarume izita chete.
Saka tikada kuti titarise izvezvi the world's concern, serious concern yavo iri panyaya climate change. Climate change affects the whole world, and kana tikakwanisa kuti tiwane a chance kuti tinge tichiita ma researches pertaining maways ekuti tireduce climate change zvinobatsira the whole world, zvinobatsira even isusu vanhu, zvinobatsira the nature and everything around us.
What a show this has been, and thank you for watching. This has been Sustain. I certainly hope that these presentations will indeed inspire you as you make your decisions on how you interact with your natural environment. Now, until next time, this has been Sustain for future generations.